A common technique to find out a protein's function is to delete it and see what happens. But you can't do that with an essential protein. It's essential, the cell dies. So you need a way to remove that protein and catch a glimpse of what happens just before cell death. Protein depletion should be fast, so you get no secondary effects. It should be specific, so that only that protein is removed and only depleted when you want it to be. And it should not affect the cell in any other way other than removing that protein.
After preparing the strain, use an overnight culture to determine what dilution is needed. Use this information to set up a sufficient new culture with an OD600 between 0.1 and 0.2, and grow it at 30 degrees Celsius. In a fume hood, add a methanol equivalent to 30 to 50% of the intended sample volume to a 15 milliliter tube. Close the tubes tightly, label them, and place them on dry ice to chill. Next, label 1.5 milliliter tubes for long-term storage of the samples, and place on ice to cool. Cool at least 1 milliliter of water per sample on ice. Once the target optical density for the start of the pre-incubation has been reached, transfer a sample into the pre-prepared tube containing cold methanol. Invert the tube briefly and place it back on dry ice. This is the uninduced control sample. Immediately add the beta-estradiol such that the final concentration is 10 micromolar. Swirl vigorously to mix. Continue to grow the culture as before, incubating with beta-estradiol for the optimal time as outlined in the text protocol.